Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Old Time Rock and Roll. I'm your host, David Tear, and I'm featuring my personal top 3,000 songs of the rock era. And today I'm up to song number 2681, and that one is The One I Love by R.E.M. This came out in 1987, went to number 9. And first, I'm going to talk a little bit about this song. I mean, on the surface, it just kind of seems like a simple love song. It says this one goes out to the one I love, but it's actually pretty cynical. I mean, first of all, it's sang in a minor key. I didn't really like this song when I first heard it. I found it was a little bit depressing, but just mostly because of the melody. But, it is, like I said, kind of cynical and, dark. He says, simple time to occupy my time, simple prop to occupy my time, meaning that it's kind of a using relationship. But I can understand that because he's supposed to be a young man and maybe a teenager or a young guy in his 20s, and he's in love with a young woman, and I think at that age most people probably don't completely know the true meaning of love, and so I think I know that a lot of teenagers when they first fall in love they end up kind of using each other. I think that's normal. And so I don't think it's really that dark. I think it's kind of a nice love song. It's just sung to a minor melody. And there's a lot of other songs about couples that use each other, and they're not quite as they don't sound quite as dark as this one. I can think of a lot of ones like Night Moves by Bob Seger or Stuck with You by Huey Lewis and the News. I mean, that's kind of how love is most of the time. So I don't think it's really that dark. And anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about the song, the one I love. Now I'm gonna talk about the band, and it was released on their album Document, by the way, their fifth album. Even though the one I love was their first top 40 hit. They had several albums before that. They were, REM was kind of a alternative rock band. They weren't, sort of, at least they didn't really start out as a big hit making band. Here's a picture of them, I guess shortly after they started out. And, I guess I'll just kind of go through their hits. They didn't have really that many hits. Actually, I forgot to look up their discography, but I know of four of their hits. They probably had more. And I think I'm featuring all four of them on my list. This was their first, and then they also had Stand. I think that's my favorite of their songs. That came out in 1989. They also had Shiny Happy People, and what was the other one? Can't remember the other one right now. But they had a few hits, and they were a pretty good band, I think. And anyway, I guess that completes my profile on the one I love by REM. Thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you next time.